The door slammed open and Shankar stood there shocked, dumbfounded, standing in the doorway, his eyes scanning the scene in front of him. Surging on his knees, Thong froze the ring, the damn fairy light twinkling in. Nothing was wrong. Time slowed. Jungkook whispered to himself, "What the fuck is this?" Thong sensed someone's eyes on him and turned his head slowly, eyes meeting Jungkook's. For a moment, for just one single second, everything in him screamed to walk away from this. Run to Jungkook, who, looking, tell him how broken his heart gets. But then he remembered the night Jungkook brought home a stranger, the cruel word, the fight, the way he never looked back. Thong turning back to Sojung. His voice was shaky. Yes. Jungkook's heart cracked like a glass. You are kidding? Thong, not looking at him. I am not. Jungkook laughed bitterly, stepping forward. You are saying yes to him? This fucking guy? Sojung, calmly standing up. Excuse me? What the fuck? Are you serious? Jungkook didn't look at him, but Thong, shut up. I'm not talking to you. Sojung, afraid. Maybe you should leave, Jungkook, but if you are worried about your stepbrother, then let me tell you, I will never hurt your stepbrother. Now please, don't meddle. That word stepbrother is stabbing like a knife in his heart, and he is not liking that word at all. You don't get to talk, Mr. Background character. Thong flinched. Stop it, Jungkook. Just go. Jungkook stared at him. There was no teasing in his eyes now, no anger, no smile, just something hollow, something that hurt like hell. Jungkook quietly, I don't know you mattered until you stopped being there. Thong looking at him, eyes glossy. You didn't know because you never tried to find out. Silence. Only the fairy light buzzed softly in the background. Sojung looking between both of them. Are you two fighting or had a fight? Thong looking at Sojung. No, we are not fighting anymore. Jungkook's heart felt relief, thinking this fight will end, and he tried to walk toward them, but I'm not done it. Thong showed his palm to stop Jungkook, and he looked down. I realized it. I don't matter in your life as a stepbrother or whatever. So I don't consider we are fighting for something. There's nothing between us, no relationship, nothing. Jungkook untopped, a tear almost escaped. Dai, don't see things like that. Thong, Mr. John, it's better if you don't meddle in my matter. I am nothing to you. Don't show up in someone's proposal like this. It isn't good. Please get yourself a nice job to do instead of meddling in someone else's business. And Jungkook stood there staring at the boy he once shared a house with, who now belonged to someone else. He nodded, turning back. The door slammed behind him hard, making Thong flinch. The tears finally escaped from his eyes. Sojung, they? He couldn't see him breaking like this. He took Thong in his arms, letting Thong cry on his shoulder. Jungkook stood in the hallway, hands trembling. He had no idea how he even made it out of the room without breaking something or force, breaking down in front of everyone. He walked aimlessly through the campus, ignoring people staring at him weirdly. If he cried here, he will lose the image of bad boy. Jungkook muttering, fucking Sojung, fucking party, fuck. But really, he wasn't angry at them, he was angry at himself. He lit a cigarette with shaking finger, but even bothering to shield it from the rain. It went out immediately and he tossed it on the ground. He could still see it, that image burned in his mind like a permanent scar. Thong smiling at someone else, saying yes to someone else, letting someone else wipe his tears. Jungkook was cracking. Why? Why did you let go so easily, Thong? But deep down he knew. He knew the exact moment he lost him, the night he brought the girl home and laughed while Thong cried in the shadow of the hallway. And suddenly, Jungkook felt like strange in his own skin. No girl, no club, no alcohol could ever erase the image of Thong's tears. And now, someone else will hold his smile. Someone else will hold his hand. Yoongi extended a cigarette to Jungkook. Finally lost him? He chuckled. Jungkook tilted his head. Fucking shut up. He jerked the cigarette away, running a hand through his hair, looking at the other direction. He leaned over the railing, looking down. Shungi lit up a cigarette for himself. Whatever, you accept it or not, but you lost to someone like Seojun. Jungkook said tilted to Yoongi. What do you mean by someone like Seojun? Shungi smoking. Someone so kind-hearted, which can make Taeyong's heart easily. Who can give him the world if he asks? Someone who can bring the moon to the earth just for him. Someone who will always keep him happy. Someone who will never let him feel unloved. Someone who can... Jungkook, shut up, just shut up. Jungkook grabbed his hair in frustration, huffing badly. He sits on the floor, still, his hair grabbed in his fist. I don't want to hear more. Yoongi chuckled while leaning a soap from his mouth, while looking up, leaning over the railing. Bro, accept it or not, but you lost to someone who will make Taeyong fall in love with him in just 2 days. He is that sweet and kind. Seojun can bring the world on his feet. Jungkook gets up, pointing a finger at, but I can burn the world for him. There was a silence for some time before Yoongi chuckled, leaving Jungkook shocked in his own confusion. Yoongi, there you go. Cheers, bro. Yoongi raised a soda can which was in his other hand, tossing it in the air while raising an eyebrow. He walked away, leaving Jungkook debating with his... Later at night, Taeyong sat alone in his dorm room. Seojun was walking him home, effort so strict, but Taeyong politely denied. He needed space, not because he regretted saying yes to, because his heart wasn't at peace. The ring felt cold on his finger. He looked at it, touched it, but no matter how many times he turned it or admired its shine, he couldn't stop the image from earlier. Jungkook standing at the doorway, rain dripping from his hair, eyes broken. Taeyong thinking, why now? Why did he look at me like that now? His roommate was asleep. The room was dark and silent, and Taeyong curled up under the cover, quietly pulling the pillow to his chest. A part of him wanted to cry. Not me because of the guilt, but because of regret. But because even after saying yes to someone kind, he will see Jungkook in every quiet corner of his mind. The laughter they shared when no one was watching, the bickering, the stolen glances that one night Jungkook covered him with blanket without saying a word, and he hated how much he missed it. And worse, he hated how a part of him will hoped that Jungkook would come knocking at the door just once and say, "Don't go." Tears fell from his eyes. That will never happen, Taeyong. He will never lower his ego. Moreover that, he is just a stepbrother. Get over him. This relationship cannot take you anywhere. He tossed it to another side. So, this is how it ended. He waited his tears. I hope it didn't. Their parents returned from the trip that Sunday evening, suitcase rolling over the wooden floor and warm smile on their faces. Mom laughing. Ah, home, sweet home. Jungkook, where's Taeyong? Isn't he actually the first one to greet us? Jungkook, who was lazily sitting on the couch, looking at his parents. He pulled the earbuds out slowly, sobbing hard. Jungkook, casually. He is not here. Dad raising an eyebrow. Not here? Where is he? Jungkook avoided their eyes, picketing with the hem of his hoodie. He left a few days ago, back to his dorm. Their mom's expression shifted from confusion to concern. But why? He said he will stay home till midterms. Jungkook sighed. We had a stupid fight. It wasn't serious. I tried to stop him, but he was being emotional. I might have, he puzzled, hurt him a little, not physically, just words. I'm sorry, he went to dorm. The living room fell silent. His parents exhaled a quick look. Jungkook quietly. He won't listen to me right now, but maybe if you call him, just to check on him, not because I said so. His mom softened a little, watching the flicker of guilt in his son's eyes that he tried too hard to hide. You want us to bring him back? Jungkook looked away, stuttering. I don't care. But he did so much, it was affecting him. Dad, okay, so you don't want us to call him? Then let him be there then. Mrs. Yon turning to her husband, slapping lightly on his chest. What are you saying? Call him home? He have a home while I've been home. Mr. John shrugged, but Jungkook said he don't care. Jungkook, I want him back, guys. Now stop teasing me. His mom dad laughed, shaking face. Dad, okay, we are calling him. Dong's phone vibrated on the desk next to him, untouched dinner. When he saw the caller ID mom, his heart swelled with happiness. Dong softly, hello mom. Excitement was visible in his voice. Mom, warmly, Dai, sweetheart, we are back. Where are you, baby? The house was empty without you humming. Dong blinked rapidly, feeling that lump rising in his throat. I'm just at the door, mom. I miss you too, mom. Then come back to me, sweetheart. If it's possible, can you come home for a few days? We missed you, and I made your favorite kimchi cha. Bas, then, you know Jungkook been quiet lately? Dong didn't reply, his heart throbbed painfully. I won't force you, baby, but it's your home too. Come back when you are ready, okay? Dong whispering, okay, mom. And for the first time in days, Dong closed his eyes and allowed himself to hope that maybe going home wouldn't hurt as much as he feared it. The sound of the cab stopping the driveway made Jungkook sit up straight on the couch. He wasn't even watching the game playing on the TV anymore. He was just holding their remote, eyes fixed on the door like a silent soldier, waiting for a signal. His heart was racing, but his face blank, bored, unbothered. The door opened. Dong stepped in with a small bag. He looked exhausted and thin. Their mom rushed to him. Mom, Day, finally you are back. She pulled him in a warm hug and kisses his cheek. His dad gave him a gentle pat on his shoulder with a proud smile. Dad, we missed you, son. Why did you leave for your dog? Dog food is much good than your mom's. So now you are not going back. Jungkook sat motionless on the couch, legs crossed, head turned slightly away, but his eyes kept flickering toward the hallway mirror to catch the glimpse of Dong's reflection. Mom, aren't you eating there? Look at you, how thin you look. Dong, sorry mom, but I got busy with the internship project. Dad, okay, but if it's finished, please stay here. Don't go anywhere. Dong, politely, I will try that. I will go unpack. I will be in my room. No hello for Jungkook. No look, not even a sigh. That hurts Jungkook. Jungkook under his breath. Drama queen. But the moment Dong closed the door, Jungkook gets up and rushed to the kitchen like a man on a secret mission. He pulled open the fridge door and took out a neatly packed container of strawberry milk, another of Dong's favorite. Next, he pulled out a small tray, Dong's favorite rice ball, and neatly sliced it down. He placed it on the small tray with an empty coaster. He once teased Dong about, but never threw away. He stared at the tray for a long time, then quietly he placed it outside Dong's door, just as he wanted to sneak away. Dong from inside, I'm not hungry. Jungkook froze eyes wide. Did I ask if you were? Silence. Just eat it before it gets cold. Another buzz. Then Dong slowly opened the door. His eyes landed on the tray, and for a second they flickered to Jungkook. Their eyes met. Neither of them looked away. Dong softly. You made this? Jungkook grumbling. Whatever, I had left over. Dong is lingering. Still, tastes better than when you are not here. That line made Jungkook's lip twitch, but he rolled his eyes. Don't get all poetic now. You sound like a sad anime boy. Dong smiles. The first smile in days. Then stop making me one. And with that, he picked up the tray and closed the door softly this time. Jungkook stood in the hallway a moment longer, his heart thudding too loudly. Jungkook to himself. Idiot, stop making me soft. But he smiled too. It was 1:43 am. Jungkook was on the bed, turning on his side for the fifth time in the last 10 minutes, staring at the ceiling like it had answer. He didn't want to admit. His chest felt heavy. He couldn't sleep. Thong was back under the same roof again, but nothing was the same. Jungkook sighed and got up, went out. The light of Thong's room was still on. He He froze. The name alone made his stomach crunch. Another vibration. Missed you today. Then another. You left early. Wanted to walk you home to the dorm. Jungkook clenched his jaw. He stepped closer, staring at the screen. His finger itched. One tab wouldn't hurt. He needed to know what kind of crap this surgeon guy was feeding them. Just as he picked up the phone, Dong from the shower. Don't you dare, Jungkook. He sounded panicked. Jungkook smirking loud enough to hear. Oh baby, you left it unlocked. Dong furious. Get out. You have no right. Jungkook mocking. Missed you today. Wanted to walk you the dorm. Oh, someone getting poetic. Water abruptly turned it off. Dong from inside. You are disgusting. Jungkook saw his bitter. You didn't reply to my message like that. There was a buzz. Then the bathroom door clicked open. Thong stood there in a towel, water dripping from his cuts, cheeks flushed from the heat and embarrassment. Thong breathing hard, because you don't mean it like he does. Jungkook eyes surveying, and you'd rather be with someone who give you notes and say in the text. Thong, I would rather be with someone who don't hurt me and then pretend it never happened. Silence. Jungkook looked down at his phone, then placed it back on the desk. What? He turned it, angry at himself. Jungkook softly breathed, leaving. I didn't pretend. I was just too scared to admit it. Just as Jungkook shut the door, the phone buzzed again. Behind him, he buzzed. Another message from Suyushan Young. You look is so cute today. Can't stop thinking about you. Jungkook's finger colored into the face before his phone on his heel and motioned right back to the phone. Thong panicking. Jungkook, I said don't touch. Jungkook smirking. Oh, so now he is thinking about you 24/7, I should reply. Before Thong could stop him, Jungkook quickly typed, Thanks, Young. I can stop thinking about your nose here, said. Thong screaming, Jungkook. Jungkook bursting out laughing. Look at his reply. He is tapping. Oh my god. He is confused. Thong runs at him, trying to snatch the phone, but Jungkook spun around, holding it above his head. Thong, give it. I swear, I will kill you. Give it back. Give it. Shoot, Jungkook. Jungkook took it, laughing hard. As Thong reached on his toes, struggling, Thong hissing, You are so immature. Jungkook smirking. You are so short. Can't even reach the phone. With one final attempt, Thong jumped to snatch the phone. Jungkook took it again, but his foot caught in the edge of the bed and thumb. They both fell backward, landing on the mattress. Jungkook on top, Thong beneath him. Their chests pressed together, breathing heavily. The towel was on the verge of falling. There was a silence. Their eyes met. Thong's were wide and stunned. Jungkook's smirk slowly faded, replaced with something softer, darker. Thong whispering, Get off. But he didn't push, didn't move, didn't even blink. Jungkook in a low murmur. She always smelled like lavender. Thong's lips parted, a blush blooming across his cheek. And you always look this pretty when you are angry. The phone slipped from Jungkook's hand into the bed. Forgotten. His face was barely an inch away from Thong's now. Warm breath against warm skin. Thong could bear. Thong, you are crossing a line again. Jungkook kissed flickering to his lips, then stopped me. Thong couldn't. He didn't. But as just their lips were about to brush, Thong, voice trembling, You're only doing this because he wants me now. And that shattered the moment. Shankuk blinked and slowly pulled away, get off the bed without another word, and walked out. The silence screaming louder than ever. The door clicked shut, and suddenly Dong could breathe again. But it didn't make anything easier. His heart was racing, cheeks flushing with heat. He hated to admit was because of Jungkook still laying on the bed. He stared at the ceiling, biting his lip hard. Why did his body betray him like that? Why didn't he push Jungkook away? Why did his cheeks ashen the moment Jungkook walked out? He sat up slowly, rubbing his eyes. His phone buzzed again, another message from Suyeon. Suyeon, Dai, was that you texting about nose here just now? Tong smiling weakly, typing back. Sorry, Shankar stole my phone. Ignore him. Surgeon. Ah, the infamous stepbrother. Look like he's protective, Tong puzzled. Protective? Was that what it was? Or something else? He looked in the mirror across the room. His reflection was a mess. Flushed cheek, ruffled hair, and a look in his eyes he didn't recognize. He didn't like Shankuk's shouts. He didn't like how the older boy always bulldozed his face, and it was Jungkook's face he saw before he slept, not Seojun, not anyone else.